All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? I am Double D, and welcome to the final race of the round of 12 at the Charlotte Roval. This race is going to be exciting. We got 4 drivers looking in to advance, and 8 of them trying to maintain their points position to advance to the round of 8. All going to go down here at the Charlotte Roval today. All right, welcome, everybody. I am Double D. I'm ready for this race to start, as I'm going to put my prediction in the chat real quick. All right, so I predict that SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, is going to win this race today. He's hot on the road courses. He's always there in the mix to win the race every time we go to a road course. And I believe he'll be able to pull it off today after he had a disappointing effort in the Xfinity Series yesterday. But I'm ready to get this race started. It's going to be exciting. All right, so let's look at your starting grid. So we got SVG first, second Tyler Reddick, third AJ Allmendinger, fourth Joey Logano, fifth Austin Cindric, sixth Kyle Larson, seventh Chase Elliott, eighth Brad Keselowski, ninth Bubba Wallace, and 10th William Byron. I pretty much expected most of those drivers to qualify in the top 10 besides Brad Keselowski. He's used to be good at the road courses, and he's not really good anymore, but somehow he's qualifying the top 10 at the Roval. And also a different layout at Charlotte Roval this year. So that's going to cause a lot of chaos, I am certain. But the question is, who's going to win this race, who's going to advance, and who's going to avoid all the chaos? It's kind of windy here, so my TV may be going in and out, but I'm going to try to deliver all of the race analysis I can give to you and my thoughts and opinions of it. It's going to be exciting. Let's go through the rest of the grid. So we got Kyle Busch in 11th, still looking for his first win this year to keep that streak of a win a year. Then we got Christopher Bell 12th, 13th Daniel Suarez, 14th Ryan Blaney, 15th Todd Gilliland, 16th Ross Chastain, 17th Alex Bowman, 18th Denny Hamlin, 19th Ty Gibbs, 20th Carson Hocevar, 21st Michael McDowell, 22nd Austin Dillon, 23rd Zane Smith, 24th Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and 25th Chase Briscoe. And 26th Harrison Burton, 27th Daniel Hemrick, 28th Corey LaJoie, 29th Chris Buescher, 30th Martin Truex Jr., 31st Kaz Grala, 32nd Noah Gragson, 33rd Justin Haley, 34th Ryan Preece, 35th John Hunter Nemechek, 36th Josh Berry, 37th Eric Jones, and in last, 38th Josh Bilicki. So the playoff driver that's in the back, that's starting further back in the grid, is Chase Briscoe in 25th. He's going to have a lot of work to do if he's going to advance to the round of 8. He's going to have to pass some cars. And Tyler Reddick, second, is the highest starting playoff driver. Looking at the Packers and Cardinals game right now. But all right, let's get this race going. I am hyped. Roval is usually a chaotic race. Criticized as not as good of a track as most tracks, but it sure brings excitement. All right, so Stage 1 has 25 laps, and there's a total of 109 laps in this race.
told me this morning we have the speed back we've been missing at the last few road courses, and if we get back to ourselves, the round of 8 sets up very well for us, Kim.
Marty, as we talk good road course racers, can't ignore Chase Elliott. He is a 2-time Roval winner. So how does he feel about today's race and their chances to transfer to the next round? Chase said he would have had a lot more comfort and confidence headed in today without the layout change. The reconfiguration makes it feel like a total reset in terms of who could be good here. He said the goal is to adapt quickly and treat it like he's never been here before. Chase had the
All right, so let's go through the playoff grid. So the highest starting playoff driver, as I said, was Tyler Reddick. 4th, Joey Logano. 5th, Austin Cindric. 6th, Kyle Larson. 7th, Chase Elliott. And 10th, William Byron. So about 6 playoff drivers starting in the top 10 already. Then you got Bell, 12th. Suarez, 13th. Suarez, I think, is a dark horse in this race. Good at road courses, so expect him to try to run up front. He was eliminated in this same race 2 years ago, but can he get redemption? 14th, Ryan Blaney. 17th, Alex Bowman. 18th, Denny Hamlin. And 25th, Chase Briscoe. So, I have a feeling this race is going to be great. And hopefully either Chase Elliott or SVG gets the W. I wouldn't mind Kyle Busch winning as well.
It's going to make restarts look a little different, so we just hope to get out of here without any major mistakes and then get to the last 4 where I feel a little more comfortable. There you go. Round of 8 sets up very well for this 11 team. They hope their cushion that they have right now, Lee, is enough to get.
Yeah, so pretty much if I had to give advice to the drivers that are in the round of 8 at this moment, just do not make any mistakes. Just run a great race. Because if you do make a mistake, the other ones that are lurking in trying to get in the playoffs will pounce on it and they will try to advance. So, all about making sure you avoid the chaos. I'll be right back real quick. I'm going to go get me a drink real quick.
So that blue area is new. It is reduced from 4 inches down to 2.5. Still out of bounds if you get too far to the right. But this should hopefully make it a little bit calmer if possible as you jump those curves. That's going to be a little compressing, Jim. And the reason they made the change, Steve said it. It was, when you get those curves, it was like having an accident. The G-forces delivered to the driver was very much the same as when you hit the wall going at 160 miles an hour. So lower those curves just a little bit.
All right, so the pace car lights are off, so we'll be going green this time. SVG's on the pole, and I also predicted that he will win this race. So if you're watching this, comment who you think's going to win.
Let's see what they can do here. At Charlotte Motor Speedway, the road there is from. It's a tense day, so much on the line. There's Joey in his voice. We're going to find this. We're going to try to win in the playoffs. He's a 2-time champion. And it all comes down to today.
All right, they're going through the final corners. About 4 green. Here we go. SVG and Tyler Reddick side by side. Pace cars about to go in. And remember, at this new Roval, there's a chicane. So they have to navigate through those corners before they get on the gas. Here we go. SVG, Tyler Reddick, side by side. Green flags in the air. We are underway. SVG with a great start. He is already ahead of Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick. Logano having to save his car right there, but here comes Larson through the field, picking up a spot on Tyler Reddick, who did not have as good of a start there. But right now, SVG leads as there is a bunch of passing going on. Let's see if all the drivers make it through clean on the first lap. Chase Elliott locks up. That one hairpin turn reminds me of Coda. But it seemed like everybody made it through there okay. Now we're going through this other chicane on the back straightaway. Logano's already on the bumper of SVG. But SVG has that drive off of the corners. Everybody does get through there. Yeah, it seemed like everybody got through there on the first lap, so SVG leads the first lap. Logano's in second. Larson right behind him in third. Logano sliding that car around, trying to get that better entry than SVG. Trying to make SVG make a mistake, but SVG just got to focus on lap time. Larson with a dive bomb on Logano. Kind of squeezed Logano up there, and Logano's going to lose a couple of positions. What a pass by Larson. Yeah, Logano lost a couple of positions because of Larson with that dive bomb. And now SVG is ahead by a second. Man, the wind bothering my TV is really annoying me right now. Right now, your top 10 is SVG, Larson, Reddick, Allmendinger, Logano, Cindric. Right now in seventh is Kozlowski. Then you got Elliott, Bubba Wallace, and William Byron. So far, Larson has made the most aggressive move in this race. Can he chase down SVG, though? That's the question. Hamlin trying to get a pass on Stenhouse. And he is going to go for the pass there. Gets through the chicane, hits the bumps. Is not going to complete a pass. In fact, he's going to lose a position to Chase Briscoe into 14. So Hamlin's going to lose a couple of points there by not completing that pass. A lot of cars locking up in the corners.
So how flexible, if you're Chris Gabehart, do you have to be, Steve, with your strategy today? Would you maybe say, hey, let's give up mistakes when we tear it?
Chase Briscoe trying to give Hamlin a bumper, but can't. Hamlin stays ahead, and they're 3 wide with Corey LaJoie and everybody else, and LaJoie may have a problem. He's actually got damage on that 51 car. I think he'll make it back to the pits, but unfortunate for the 51 car. Oh, engine issue for Corey LaJoie. So his day is going to be done. Sure, he'll make it back to pit road. Right now, SVG is ahead by Larson by a second and a half, so he's extending that gap. Wow, Bowman hit the bump and got into the wall a little bit. I mean, he saved that car from getting more damage than it did. As they were talking about those turtles in the chicanes, a bunch of drivers complaining about them. I think one of them even said it felt like a concussion when you were hitting it, which I think that was Martin Truex Jr. that said that itself. So NASCAR did adjust at the beginning of the race, so we'll see how it does throughout it.
Scoring more points than every other playoff driver. That's right. Postseason has been for the 48 team. Let's see what kind of a result is going to come from today.
So they're going to commercial break as SVG still ahead by a second. I wonder if there's anything I can do to fix my antenna. I guess I'll be fine as long as it doesn't get extremely windy. So, yeah. Right now, not really much going on at the moment. SVG's maintained the lead, and Larson made the aggressive dive bomb on Logano and took the position away, and Logano lost a couple of places there. And then Corey LaJoie's engine blew up, so already one car out of the race. Still a long race to go.
Get Xfinity Stream Saver with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock included for only $15 a month.
All right, we got your home and auto bundle, and you saved hundreds.
Oh, that's nice with the economy and all. What's the economy?
Where do we start?
What isn't the economy?
Yeah. So many things.
Right.
All you really need to know is that Progressive can save you money without sacrificing quality. You follow?
I'll just look it up.
That went well.
Looking for a reason to try a new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Just 1, 2, 3.
So right now, your top 10 as we run. And we've only completed 6 laps. So SVG's first, Kyle Larson second, Reddick third, Albaniger fourth, Logano fifth, Cindric sixth, Elliott seventh. Watch Elliott because he has won quite a bit of races here at the Roval. 8th place, Brad Keselowski. 9th, Bubba Wallace. And 10th, William Byron. So your top 10 hasn't really changed as much. Bowman, though, has fallen all the way down to 19th. Whoa. I think he started 17th. He's fallen back to 19th, so he lost a couple positions. So drivers not really gaining passes or ground as much at the beginning.
Reminding you that you can join NASCAR's free rewards program and start earning points that turn into member-only rewards. You can earn every time you check in for a race, trade points in for free tickets, exclusive gear, autographed merchandise, and one-of-a-kind race day experiences by visiting /fan rewards. Here today, and that's the back of and enjoying a beautiful fall day here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we welcome you back to the Bank of America Roval 400. Shane Van Gisbergen.
All right, so SVG still in the lead by a second. Larson is still behind him. All right. So your top 10 is still pretty much the same. So the biggest loser throughout the top 10, Logano lost 3 places. And that was because Larson made an aggressive dive bomb. I don't really expect a lot to happen at the beginning, because everybody's just trying to make it to the end of the race. That's the goal. You got to make it. You can't win it at the beginning, but you sure can lose it. Now, I wonder how strategy is going to work here for this race. Are we going to see the playoff drivers stay out during the stages to gain as much points as they can? And maybe the ones that don't have to race for the championship maybe pit before the stage ends and maintain your track position. We may see all that too. Pretty much his track is new because of the adjustments. Elliott's getting close to Cindric. Closer and closer each lap. When will he try to complete a pass? Say the best time to complete a pass is definitely in the hairpin. But Elliott is on Cindric's bumper. Trying to get a better acceleration to pass him right here. Elliott drives it in the corner. He's going to try to go to the outside Cindric. Oh, Elliott. He's going to try to go on the outside, in on the inside. Bumped Cindric. But just can't get the pass completed there. It looks like Elliott slid a little bit there, so that ruined his momentum. Yeah, it seems like SVG is extending that gap on Larson. Almost 2 seconds. Cindric did not get a good corner there. Elliott is closing. Just as close as he was the lap before, but this time, can he get the traction down to pass the 2 car? Yeah, Cindric almost spun right there. It is his time for Elliott's chance to pounce on him. Here we go. Elliott goes to the outside. He's now going to cross him on the inside. on his bumper. Gets better acceleration out of the corner. Cindric blocks. Yeah, Elliott's pretty much keeping the pressure on Cindric. Just following his track, so he doesn't make a mistake and gets him out early. Yeah, Cindric's tires are pretty much gone. Elliott's looking everywhere to try to pass Cindric. Look at that. He is, wow, almost spun Cindric out right there, trying to go for that pass. Elliott definitely has a better car. Cindric is just trying to hang on to the position. Cindric must win this race if he's going to advance. And Elliott finally goes for the pass on the bottom and completes it on Cindric. All right, so Elliott, that moves him up. He's in 6th now. All right, so your top 10 right now is SVG, Larson, Reddick, Allmendinger, Logano. Yeah, Priest is the first one to spin today. He hit the curb, and that caused him to spin. Oh, Bubba Wallace has got a penalty. I think he cut one of the corners. Yeah, so he's going to lose some positions and knock himself out of the top 10. See what he does. Yeah, he clearly cuts the corner right there. Byron got lucky. He didn't get a penalty there. Looks like he almost went under the curbing. So SVG still in the lead with 11 laps to go in stage 1.
This isn't just a race. For Chevy, this is science at 180 miles an hour. Physics, AI, but this is our lab and we're testing more than our cars.
So look and see how your playoff drivers are running. So Larson 2nd, Reddick 3rd, Logano's 5th, Elliott 6th, Cindric 7th, Byron 9th, Bell 10th, Blaney 11th, Suarez 13th, 20th Alex Bowman, 24th Denny Hamlin, and 26th Chase Briscoe. 3 of the drivers are pretty much in a must-win scenario, meaning I believe Suarez, Cindric, and Briscoe are the ones in a must-win.
We don't worry about getting through. Reliable 5G network in America. Liability is everything.
Extreme or routine? Verizon Frontline delivers.
The number one choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save from
Good, and completion right there.
because everyone has something they're saving for. Like that new car. And on vacation.
Yeah, so it's seeming like the ones that aren't battling for playoff points are probably just going to pit before the stage ends.
Our savings bucket.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, groundskeeper, and a landscaper. That's why you need versatile, durable Kubota equipment. Introducing Travel Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Travelers will taste it. I do. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Travelers made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, or in your favorite cocktail. Travel Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
Today's race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like our to do? That is glorious aerial shot. And now aerial coverage. Some time broadcast is brought to you by Traveller Whiskey. What a stunning fall day to go Moncton. And when there's so much on the line, now comes here at the Roval. The race has Van Gisbergen all 15 laps. Martin Truex Jr. He got penalised as well, and this is the reason why, Jeff. And we can see we already saw the one penalty over here. X just on the wrong side.
Yeah, so Truex got a penalty for corner cutting.
And one of the reasons that this is happening is because of the change overnight. Taking those big blue turtles out of there, it now is an easier transition. Like you roll over there, it's so much fatter right before.
So your top 10 now, it's SVG, Larson, Reddick, Allmendinger, Logano, Elliott, Cindric, Keselowski, Byron, and Christopher Bell. Wallace was in the top 10, but he corner cutted, so that's why he fallen out of the top 10.
Got some radio on the penalties from the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Have a listen.
They just got parked behind you for the same thing. Turn 16, but be mindful of it. You're not taking any chances here.
All right, now your points as they run. Hamlin is the first driver out. Yeah, you cannot cut these corners here because if you do, that will cost you a lot of time. And so 8 laps to go in stage 1. I'm going to be honest, SVG is really dominant. You could probably just stay out and win the stages as well.
already a NASCAR Cup Series race winner. He's led from the pole position. You know, in his former life as a supercars racer in Australia, this biggest weekend of the year was the Bathurst 1000, won incidentally by Brody Kostecki, who came over to the US last year and raced for Richard Childress Racing at the Indy Road course. Shane is a three-time Bathurst 1000 winner, three-time supercars champion, and he said it felt a little bit strange being here at the Roval and not being at Bathurst, but he's getting used to his new life and he's showing how good he is at his new life. Marty?
Yeah, Lee, I asked him that very question. He said it is weird not to be in Bathurst this weekend, but I'm certainly loving it here. SVG in the Cup car and the Supercar yesterday as well. But what he told me is I feel so much more comfortable.
Yeah, SVG has extended that gap on Larson. Larson's now less than 2.5 seconds behind. Field's pretty much spread out, but Allmendinger's pitting.
Well, as we talk William Byron, yes, he's already locked into the next round, but this is a huge race for him. He has never won at Charlotte, and everybody talks about this being a hometown race. But for William, it truly is. He was born and raised in Charlotte. Not many drivers can say that right now, though. He did bring it to the team and said his power steering is getting stiff.
Oh, power steering is getting stiff for William Byron. Now, mind you, Byron's already advanced on points. But this could shake up the playoff grid, though, by gaining drivers more positions and points.
Sitting pretty Dave at the moment as far as the playoff points in third, 44 above the cut line as the driver in the 20.
We've come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways, and every track.
We'll say road course.
Never backing down. Pushing boundaries. Giving it everything you got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
So right now, pretty much your top 10, still the same, except for Allmendinger pitting. Now Blaney is in the top 10 for the first time today. What else was I going to say?
Welcome aboard. The greatest squares in the universe have come together to create the Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Burger. Ready to learn more? I'm ready. It has Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and a secret Krabby Collab sauce. Tell me more. The patty is, wait for it, square. Such convention. Now I'm ready. For the Krabby Patty Collab meal you're craving, gotta be Wendy's. Order up.
Before taking Restri for my COPD, I had a bad day.
So let's see.
It's ruined my flare-ups.
Yeah, so you have a few drivers pitting. Kyle Busch, Chastain, and Chris Buescher just pitted. Probably going to be more before this stage ends. Yeah, I remember what I was going to say now. So most of the road course racing has not been that good this year. But the Roval, with how chaotic it is, that will shake it up. Yeah, Sam Mayer won the Xfinity race yesterday. I didn't see the Xfinity race, but I heard there was some controversy with NASCAR throwing out the caution right before Kligerman got to the line. We all know who should have won that race. But don't worry, he's going to win today. Oh, love. And they're going to stop him, but there's a flag. Yes. All right. Yeah, I was watching the Packers game as well at the same time. Yeah, so you got more drivers pitting. Daniel Suarez is now in the top 10. Larson's pitting. Right now, Kazgrala is in 32nd. I'm actually surprised Larson's pitting. I mean, he could probably get in on points already, so it's not really much of a concern for him. Yeah, a lot of cars are pitting before the stage is going to end. So you got Bowman pitting, a lot of cars pitting. I wonder who's going to stay out to still get stage points. Haley is running in 30th. Let's see who pits, who doesn't. Who's going to stay out to get those points that are very valuable in this playoff competition. Now SVG's pitting. By the way, Larson only dropped back to 6th. So as long as you don't make a mistake on pit stops, you should be okay. Yeah, he pulls into his pit box fine. Uh-oh. That could be a loose wheel. It went out of the box. And Larson's going to get out ahead of him. I think SVG might have had like a slower stop. So let's see what happens here. Who's going to gain the stage points? Yeah, so Reddick's going to stay out, so he's likely going to win the stage. I apologize if I don't really get like the coverage as much because my TV has been going in and out because it's pretty windy here. But I'm still keeping track of it. Right now, Reddick's still in the lead. Logano's in 2nd. Elliott's in 3rd. Blaney's in 4th. Larson 5th. So top 5 are playoff drivers. The rest of them are non-playoff drivers behind them. But here's the thing about these drivers pitting and gaining points. They're going to have to start in the middle of the pack whenever these pit stops cycle. Yeah, he is. He blew an engine. Corey LaJoy ain't stupid. I think it's more of the 7 cars curse because Haley's not even doing that good. Yeah, so Larson pretty much pitting a lap or 2 before SVG has leapfrogged him. So presumably after these drivers pit, after next caution, Larson will be your leader. So final lap for Tyler Reddick in stage 1. Just not got to make a mistake, and 10 stage points and a playoff point will be his. Yeah, right now, Bowman and Hamlin are not in the top 10, and they're likely going to have to pass more cards if they're going to be in this playoffs. for the next round. I think Bowman just passed Barry right there, so that's a point gained. Here we go. Tyler Reddick out of the chicane, and he's going to win stage 1. You got Logano second, Reddick, not Logano second, Elliott third. Looks like we got a battle back there between Cindric and Bell. Blaney gets 4th. Larson 5th. Sixth SVG, 7th Ty Gibbs, 8th AJ Allmendinger, 9th Brad Keselowski, and Austin Cindric in the playoffs in 10th. So yeah, only pretty much Cindric, Briscoe, and Suarez are pretty much in must-win situations. The other ones, as long as they don't have a bad day, they can get in. But a big bubble battle so far between Bowman and Hamlin. I think Hamlin not being aggressive in these playoffs is actually costing him. Because he almost got eliminated in the first round. He's about to be eliminated again in this round. I mean, he did get a top 10 at Talladega, but you got to go for the win. You just got to go for it. If you win, you're in.
GMC is selling every car and truck for just $49 down. What does that be a success?
It is just
All right, you're on commercial break, so you're not really missing anything.
$49 down, $389 per month.
at Cardinal Buick GMC.
This Friday through Monday only, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices.
After pit stop cycle, I will give out how the field's going. But yeah, Tyler Reddick won the first stage, staying out, getting those points. I pretty much figured that would happen. But this is why I think SVG is going to win. Because he doesn't have to race for points. He can just pit while the others try to gain points and race each other harder. And he just races his own race. He'll win. Yikes, what a hit. They got up. Oh, yeah. If you're watching, comment who do you think's going to win this race. I have SVG.
Contact SDL Medical Weight Loss today.
Okay, so they're back from commercial break, so we'll see more action soon. So far, it's been a caution-free race. Not really much spins either. Only Corey LaJoie blowing an engine and getting out of the race.
Coach Gibbs was a Super Bowl winner with Washington. He's also the only member of both the Pro Football Hall family toured the facility and met the new coaching staff, led by Coach. Conducted a jersey door panel swap with a Commanders player, linebacker Bobby Wagner, number 54. Toyota is heavily involved in both the NFL NFL and Joe Gibbs Racing, and they've been a partner of the team since 2008 and recently were named official automotive partner of the NFL.
Ross Chastain is right now.
Okay, so stage 1 is done. As we welcome you back on a beautiful.
He's in 15th at the moment.
Here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and look at that. Playoff drivers earning valuable points, Jim.
Yeah, it's so important. And again, the guys that didn't get them, Hamlin, Bowman, those are the two big losers. Briscoe, Suarez, they probably got to win this race anyway to advance. Hamlin and Bowman, those teams.
The only other way I think some of the drivers that are below the cutoff line can advance to is if the ones above the playoff line have a bad day, which it is possible, but I find it unlikely. Okay, Logano, Elliott, and the ones that didn't pit are pitting now. Yeah, I knew he was a watermelon farmer. That's why he smashes watermelons every time he wins. Sparky Speedway Jewelry, who makes the NASCAR bolo ties, that's his favorite driver, and he gave him a bolo tie recently. So Reddick wins the race off pit road. Reddick only took 2 tires there. I'm not sure how that strategy is going to help him. Blaney had a really slow stop. But not many cars pitted there, so he didn't really lose that much positions. Ty Gibbs just pitted, so he's in like the middle of the pack behind Chase Elliott in 24th. So that means Larson's going to be first, SVG's going to be second. Yeah, I said Ty Gibbs is running 24th. I don't know what you're asking about Joe Gibbs there.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I'm the attractive. Try cereal.
Yeah, obviously. The guy would die if he was racing in 2 hours in the sweating heat of a race car. I mean, there was a guy named Morgan Shepherd who raced in like his 70s. But I mean, it's a very rare group of drivers that can race for that long. Bro, Kyler Murray looks like a toddler running out there. He's so short. Oh, Narvison missed another field goal. My gosh. Fire the kicking staff. I think he's pretty. He may race here and there, but I haven't seen him race recently, so I assume he's done. Yeah, you're on commercial break, so you're not really missing much. But I'll go for your top 10. So we got Larson, SVG, Allmendinger, Keselowski, Cindric, Bell, McDowell, Byron, Bubba Wallace, and Ross Chastain in the top 10. What do I think of Lee Diffie? I like him so far. I mean, I listened to him a bunch when I was watching IndyCar, and I knew he'd be a good commentator here, coming from there. It's not that Rick Allen was bad. I think Lee Diffie was just better. Leading. The Packers are still leading at the moment, beating the Cardinals. I think they might have just caused another turnover. Jair Alexander's got the ball. I have to see what happened here. I'm telling you, whenever our offense or special teams make mistakes, our defense always picks it up. Alexander had a forced fumble. Nice. Now we need McKinney to get a takeaway, so that way we can have. Let me see about the Broncos. I think they play later on today, like 3:25. 3:05 they play against the Chargers. Oh, let's go. Packers are winning. I'm loving it. Yeah, in the background I have Washington and Baltimore on too. So I'm monitoring those two games while I'm commentating this. But all right, pace cars in. Larson and SVG side by side. SVG has the inside, Larson on the outside. Green flags in the air. Larson gets a better start, and he cuts in right in front of SVG and takes the position away. Yeah, Marutz is my favorite YouTuber. Of course I've heard of him. I've been subscribed for him for like 2 years. All right, so Larson's your leader. But can he get away from SVG, or will SVG track him down? I will not be happy if Larson won this race, honestly. SVG trying to look for the dive bomb, but Larson closes the door. Oh, Hocevar got into Busher there, almost caused him to go around, and it's like 3 and 4 wide in the back. Elliott trying to make it 3 wide on Joey Logano. On Joey Logano's quarter panel, but he has to back down. Smart move by Chase Elliott. Just back off and just let these drivers race each other and take each other out. Zane Smith just saved that car from spinning. So somehow no one spun on that restart. That's surprising. So now your points as they run. Cindric is 10 points behind Chase Elliott. Suarez is also 10 points behind, and so is Logano. Briscoe is in a must-win, 32 points behind. So Larson leads. SVG's in second. Busch almost spun there. A lot of people slipping and sliding everywhere. Oh, Austin Dillon spins. Oh, and a bunch of drivers making contact. Tyler Reddick. Losing a ton of positions there. And he's only a point ahead of Logano now, as Austin Dillon is stopped on the track. But he gets it fired back up, and he gets it going. So, yeah, Bowman locked up, spun out Austin Dillon. And Reddick just had nowhere to go. Wonder he scored those 10 playoff points. Oh, Tyler Reddick may have a flat right rear after running over one of the turtles, too. So Reddick's now pitting. So this is big for Tyler Reddick. The regular season champion could be out in a round of 12. I mean, at least as long as the steering's not bent. I made contact with Hamlin right there and got a little bit of airtime. Yeah, you just got to hope that his steering's not bent and he can get back out there. You don't have to worry about losing a lap here because it's a road course, obviously. But not good for Tyler Reddick. Man, a lot of cars avoiding Austin Dillon there. So that puts Logano in by 3. And Ty Gibbs locks up. Tries to keep from getting into Chase Briscoe there. Hemrick has to back down, and Nats going to try to give Hamlin a passing opportunity, but Chase Elliott's on the inside of Truex. Side by side in the middle of the pack, trying to work his way back up through the field. Seemed like this restart is a lot more chaotic than the last one that started the race. All right, so your top 10 right now is Larson, SVG, Allmendinger, Bell, Keselowski. And in 6, you got Cindric, Byron, Chastain, Suarez, and Bubba Wallace. Suarez has just got to gain a few more positions, and he'll be in the round of 8. But drivers around him also got to lose positions for that to happen. Yeah, the car's still not right, so I think it's a suspension problem too for Reddick. So not good for Reddick today. So Hamlin may have a bent toe link too, so that's going to hurt Hamlin as well. Man, 2 Toyotas could be out of here. So Larson still leads at the moment.
I feel hungry. Let's go. Whatever your like. Find it in the all hybrid. Toyota. Let's go places. If you struggle with CPAP, should check out an
So we're on commercial break right now, so you're not really missing much.
inspiresleep.com.
Well, let's take a look at your top 10.
Only your favorite until a new favorite tells your old favorite to beat it.
Introducing the
So you got Larson, SVG, Allmendinger, Bell, Kozlowski, Cindric, Byron, Chastain, Suarez, and Bubba Wallace, your top 10.
Tell people about that.
Yeah, so pretty much SVG lost the lead by Larson pitting a lap or two before him. If I'm SVG, I'd try to pit before Larson does. Speaking of SVG, I ordered his 164 scale, his Xfinity car. One of my favorite schemes this year.
Get Xfinity Stream Saver with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock included for only $15 a month.
Introducing Travel Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Travelers will taste it, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Travelers made to be enjoyed exactly how you like. Neat, on the rocks, with your favorite cocktail. Travel Whiskey.
So it's gotten to a close game between the Ravens and Washington. As Ravens kick the field goal, and now they're ahead by 10, make it a two-possession game. But the Commanders get the ball back, so. Oh, caution's out.
Back at the Roval and under caution.
Piece of a tire on the track.
Story for Chase Briscoe, who celebrated with his wife Marissa the birth of twins.
And it's for Chase Briscoe. I wonder what happened to him.
That was the joyous moment. Right now, it's not so joyous. But his big picture story, Dave Burns, in the playoffs with that tire issue.
We're very glad to be a dad for the second and third. He's back home now, according to Chase this morning.
Seems like a tire issue for him.
There are the two kids right there. I can't quite see this, and it's just they're so.
Yeah, he just had another baby.
He knew it was a must-win situation, and after something went over or contact on the track, right rear down, they changed the road, changed it, made sure that everything else was fine, and he does believe that it's okay. But this may be. It's not the end, because he's still on the lead lap, I believe. It's just like every.
Yeah, he had a tire issue and he had to pit, and that brought out the caution. Still, Chase Briscoe's chances of making the round of 8 are even more difficult now. He's got to go through the field and win. That's going to be difficult to do.
It has Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and a secret Krabby collab sauce. Tell me more. The patty is square. Now I'm ready for the Krabby Patty collab meal you're craving. Gotta be Wendy's. Order up.
Optimize for cat loving pickleballers.
Thanks, Donnie.
So let's see. Let's look at my football game going on. Love. Yeah, what a pass, Christian Watson. Pressure in his face, and he still got the pass down and the first down. So Packers are looking good to win it in that game, but anything can happen.
Isn't pretty. Out of breath, and often out of the picture. But this isn't my story. And with one story trilogy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, trilogy keeps my airways open for a full.
Let's take a look at your top 10. So we got Larson, SVG, Allmendinger, Bell, Kozlowski, Cindric, Byron, Chastain, Suarez, and Bubba Wallace, your top 10. Chase Elliott has only moved up to 20th since the restart. So one's that pitting. So I guess that shows you that fresher tires don't really make a difference unless they are way far out of the tire cycle. So yeah. But we're gonna see another restart. SVG stayed side by side with Larson the last restart, but Larson cut off on him. So we're gonna have to see how this one goes.
Couldn't ask for a better day here in Charlotte, and our aerial coverage for the entire broadcast brought to you from our friends at Traveller Whiskey. I lived here twice in my life. Lived south of town, lived north of town. I can't believe how much.
And we got drivers pitting, Cindric and others. AJ Allmendinger is also pitting. Hamlin also pitting as well. But pretty much Hamlin's probably doing damage because of him hitting the curb earlier. Yeah, so the toe link is bent on Reddick. I mean, he still could get into playoffs, round of 8, if other drivers had bad luck, but I doubt it now.
Switch to Straight Talk. That's up to half off the price of the competition. Plus, the best part of all, get a $200 credit for a new phone after 12. With Straight Savings, you save now and later.
Yeah, we're on commercial break again.
Straight Talk. Real unlimited data, less dollars, more cents. Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at those? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Before taking breast treat for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups. It permanently damaged my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about breast treat. But things changed. Breast treat gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breast treat also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about days and enjoy more good days.
Breast treat won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take breast treat more than prescribed. Breast treat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
Oh, that could have been intercepted there. Thank goodness. Still on commercial break.
Ask your doctor about breast treat for COPD.
Wish they would have kept it like Talladega and had no commercials, but they got to get that revenue. Right, pace cars off. Larson and SVG side by side once again. And the green flag's back in the air. SVG gets a better start. He is now side by side with Kyle Larson. But Kyle Larson should have the preferred line once we get through here. As Larson trying to pin SVG on the outside. But SVG still staying side by side. And now Larson completes the pass. And Bell is also getting in the mix too and passes SVG right there. So Bell is up in a position on SVG there, and he's trying to chase down Larson. Bell is going for the pass on the inside. Oh, Kozlowski goes for a spin. Justin Haley, Chase Briscoe involved. No caution. But that bunched up the field right there.
Every driver's fear, right? Just a simple spin or get contact from behind. Let's see. I think there was contact. The gun spun around. He's inside. Oh, the 99 goes in there, and then the side the 99. Hey, 3 wide, questionable, 4 wide.
Yeah, it looked like Suarez was going in the same time Hocevar did. And that caused Keselowski to spin.
Who's just going for it? I love that spot. Jeff, think about some of the moves you made when you were 21.
Austin Dillon serving a penalty.
Troubles earlier. At turn 7 as well, which has been a real hot spot at the end end. In a minute, GM machine gets going again. What happens? Oh, Chase Briscoe gets into it. Shortcuts, and then knows that he has to stop.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe got into Dillon right there and caused him to get a penalty. Bell looking on that inside, trying to pressure Larson into a mistake. But it's not working. But Elliott is finally climbing his way through the field. Elliott's finally in the top 10 after pitting. Here's Elliott trying to pass Zane Smith. He's going to complete that pass.
Early up to 50. Doing a really nice job. There he is. He's going to pop into the screen with a lot of bright yellow color. Here he is making a pass. Hocevar, Cedric side by side. This is going to be.
Yeah, Hocevar trying to pass Cedric here. A lot of bumping there. And Cedric's going to lose a place to Kyle Busch. Yeah, a lot of tight racing around on that restart. Oh, Chastain gets spun around by Martin Truex Jr. right there. He loses a few positions, but gets it going. I think Truex was going for a dive bomb right there, and it went wrong for Ross Chastain. Yeah, Truex trying to go for that dive bomb, and he hit Chastain in the process. As Bubba Wallace just completed a pass for 12. Still a long race to go, but 9 laps to go already in stage 2. I'm pretty sure some of the other drivers are going to pit. Kind of like the last stage. Ones that are battling for the win will pit before the stage ends, and the ones that are trying to gain playoff points will gain playoff points.
was the gravity of what happened and the severity of what happened to Reddick. Check out this replay. Behind, look at how much air the Reddick wheels got. Look to the left. Watch this. Boom. That's the problem. So the total. That's one of many components in the rear suspension. They're trying to pieces of equipment, right? This is not just
Come on, can somebody please pass Larson? I'm tired of seeing him dominate races for no reason. He wasn't supposed to dominate this race. SVG was, and I picked SVG.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
All right, they're on commercial break now. So your top 10 now is Larson, Bell, SVG, Byron, Bowman, Suarez, Logano, Chase Elliott, Blaney, and AJ Allmendinger. So a lot of playoff drivers in the top 10. About 8 of them in the top 10. Cindric, Hamlin, and Reddick are the only ones. And also Chase Briscoe not in the top 10. Chase Briscoe's 2 laps down, so likely his day is done because he was in a must-win and he can't win.
Start to get yourself back.
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend.
Come on. Can Larson or Bell do something? Can Bell do something to pass Larson?
We've come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways and every track in between. Never backing down. Pushing boundaries. Giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run. Good year. Era of NASCAR.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way. Who loves fresh air? Like, loves fresh air. But fresh air is full of stuff. Fleas, ticks, allergens. So the parents use Chewy for all her prescriptions. Fast delivery means they never miss a dose. And great prices mean more funds for more fun. It's a great price.
See, not really much has changed in the top 10.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at Here's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chase Briscoe goes behind the wall, so he'll be out of the playoffs now. Man, we're getting so many turnovers. Good job, Packers. So yeah, so Chase Briscoe's done. And Chase Briscoe trying to win Stewart Haas Racing its final championship is not going to happen. Logano trying to go for the pass on Daniel Suarez right here. Could gain a point right here. Side by side with Suarez. And Suarez stays side by side with Logano. Logano almost squeezes in the wall. AJ gets forced out. Logano maintains position. Here comes AJ on the outside. Logano tries to go to block, but Suarez got that momentum on the inside. Elliott's right behind all of this. It's a 4-car battle in the back there. And Suarez is going to be the winner off of that battle. So yeah, so Suarez picked up 6 there, and Truex is now pinning. See who else pits. Allmendinger pulls a crossover on Logano. He's going to try to pick him up a spot. Oh, Logano got into the back of Suarez. Yeah, he moves Suarez out of the way, and so does Allmendinger. Moves Logano out of the way. Everybody trying to move Logano out of the way. I am definitely for this. I'm for anyone bumping into or taking out Logano any day. Yeah, so AJ is in the top 5 now after that scuffle. Okay, we got drivers pitting now, including William Byron.
He was told just a couple of laps ago, take care of those tires. That's how this strategy works. You'll get 4 new ones here. He's out. And speaking of out, unfortunately, one of the 12 playoff drivers is out of this next American Roval 400. That's Chase Briscoe. So the car had troubles earlier, and the car has gone back to the garage area. And unfortunately, as we mentioned earlier, in a celebratory week with the birth of his twins, he is the first.
Yeah, so Larson's in the lead. And Bell's in second. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Wallace got into Suarez, and Suarez cuts the corner. He's going to lose a few positions and have to serve that penalty for cutting it. Larson pits, Bell pits, and so does SVG. So that's going to give the lead to Alex Bowman, who stays out. So Alex Bowman's going to pick up stage points. So SVG is away. So yeah, so the ones that stay out, you got Bowman. Yeah, Zane Smith also got forced out. Oh, not a penalty for 71 for being pushed off the track. Now here's Bell trying to get past Suarez. He does get past Suarez. So Bowman's leading, so as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he'll get 10 points and a playoff point. Yeah, Larson's about to pass Hamlin for 10th right here, but Hamlin on the defensive. Stays on the inside, and Larson with the crossover, passes Hamlin for 10th. So Larson's going to get a point. Alex Bowman going out of final turns of the chicane, and he's going to win stage 2. Elliott's going to get 4th. Get some stage points for him. All right, let's go for your top 10. So we got Bowman, Allmendinger, Logano, Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson, your top 10, getting stage points there. Everyone else has got a pit, so that means Larson, Bell, and SBG will be your top 3 after all the pit stops circulate. So, yeah. So, it's looking like right now, Briscoe's definitely eliminated because he's out of the race. Suarez, Cindric still has a chance. Reddick is pretty much out of it unless other drivers make mistakes. And it seems like it's a close battle for the race. Larson has led most of the race so far, but stage 3 is going to be completely different. I just shot that water bottle. All right, I'm going to go get me some Baja Blast.
Buy life insurance from anyone else when Senior Life gives you all your money back. Simple. When other
Oh, what a run by the Packers. Wow, what an effort to get the first down there.
Says we give it all back. That's right. With return from Senior Life. What percent? Give it all back. 100%. It works like this. If you pass away while you're insured, your loved ones get a check for the coverage amount you chose. But if you're still living term, you get back all the money you paid. Spend it any way you wish. Talk about saving. Senior Life is the only one. Return premium term life insurance protection and 100% cash back if you don't. Pull your money back with return of premium life insurance from Senior Life. We're on your screen now for free information. You have no option. Call now.
All right, I'm back. And it looks like, and it's for sure, the Packers are going to beat the Cardinals. Let's go. That's on to facing Houston.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Brown Improvement now.
And it looks like the Colts are going to beat the Titans. So that's another pick on I got right. Let's go. Packers get the W. And now, hopefully, either SBG, Kyle Busch, or Chase Elliott wins. I hope.
2024 is standing by for Kim Coon. Kimmy?
Yeah, Lee, that's Chase Briscoe. Myriad of issues ultimately damaged, taking you out. Describe the emotion, though, this championship run ending, not only for you, but for SA organization.
Yeah, it's tough, right? You know, to have a lot and to come to the end and to have it come to the end like it did is definitely unfortunate. But yeah, wish we could have kept going for it. I mean, you know, all the guys that get eliminated, right? Wish they could keep going for it, but we knew, I think, as a team, even going into it, this is going to be the one round that if we get to this round, we really felt like we could get there to the Final Four, and obviously wasn't able to get the grab. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We still have a lot to race for, right? We still can go win 4 more races, and that's what we're certainly trying to do. And it's 4 really good tracks for us, so I feel really good about it. Obviously, wish we were racing for a championship still, but
all right.
yeah, it's one of those days.
So let's see. I think we still have pit stops to go.
Ready for Monday.
And there's so much to remember this year, especially that victory in Darlington. When he put a move, when Chase Briscoe put a move on this guy, Kyle Larson, caught Kyle by surprise. Even Kyle said, "Yeah, that was a pretty cool move that Briscoe did." And we're showing you the 5 because he becomes the second driver to clinch a spot.
So Larson has clinched himself on points, so Larson's going to advance.
Fourth time, in Larson's career that he has made it through to the round of 8. Back to Kimmy.
Here we go. Elliott, Blaney, and Bowman are pitting. The ones that didn't pit are pitting now.
Really no major complaints. He said a little snug, but he'll make no adjustment. First of your tire snow book fuel as Joey Logano stays out. Dave Burns.
See the purple outline Chevrolet of Alex Bowman on the left-hand side there. He said he was losing grip over the entire run. Not just in one place, but mostly everywhere. So that's what Blake Harris tried to get him.
All right, we'll see how Field's going to sort out after these pit stops. So we already completed the first 2 stages. Stage 3 is going to be really long, though.
Is going to be the all-important here in Charlotte, a city that is constantly changing, evolving, and growing significantly. So much to do here in the Queen City.
A bed with a bump in your erection might be painful, embarrassing, difficult to talk about, and could be Peyronie's disease, or PD, a real medical condition that urologists can diagnose and have been treating for more than 8 years with Xiaflex, the FDA-approved non-surgical treatment for appropriate men with PD. Along with daily gentle penile stretching and straightening exercises, Xiaflex has been proven to help gradually reduce the bed. Don't receive if the treatment area involves your urethra, or if you're allergic to any of the ingredients. It may cause serious side effects, penile fracture, or other serious injury during interaction, and severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Seek help if you have any of these symptoms. Do not have any sexual activity during and for at least 4 weeks after each treatment cycle. Sudden back pain reactions and fainting can happen after treatment. Tell your doctor. Condition or take blood thinners, as risk of bleeding or bruising at the treatment site is increased. Join the tens of thousands of men who have been prescribed Xiaflex. Make an appointment with a Xiaflex trained urologist. Visit bencarrot.com to find one today.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th mint commercial. Bring it. Honestly, I started this, I thought I had to do like 4. But there's still people paying 2 or 3 times that much. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. And it's still $50 a month, so whenever you're ready.
Introducing Travel Whiskey from Roval Trace Distillery.
All right, so your top 10 after pit stops. I know Bowman just pitted, so it's got to cycle.
Premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Travelers made to be enjoyed exactly.
I'll try to refresh it.
Neat on the rocks. Bring your favorite cocktail. Travel whiskey.
NASCAR still has to update their positions on NASCAR.com.
I was drowning in debt. I had over $36,000 in debt.
Unless Bowman did stay out. I don't think he did. He just showed him that he pitted.
Years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced over 27.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt. Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
to download the official app of NASCAR and follow the action with free live scoring, in-car camera, and radio broadcast. You can upgrade to premium to a full access driver wheel channels. It's a completely ad-free experience. Search NASCAR and Track Store. Download it. Start the free trial as we walk you back to the Roval here in North Carolina. We're going to take a look at the Toyota driver update. Who is the best placed?
The Buccaneers just scored again, so it looks like they're going to win their game. All right, so we got Allmendinger first, Logano second, Wallace third, Cindric fourth, McDowell fifth, Busch sixth, Larson seventh, Hamlin eighth, ninth, Bell, Todd Gilliland 10th, SVG 11th. So it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers work through the field now, as some of them stayed out or pitted before the stage ended.
Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson, just gave through us to his driver. He said, TV just confirmed we have advanced through the next round. Good job. And it has been a good job today by Kyle Larson. Now the goal, win the race, Kim.
Well, Dave Durlagano's been the highest points earned, 17 stage points, but you saw him stay out during this last caution while other playoff drivers came in. This is a strategy call. Crew chief Cole hoping for a caution to connect to the end of the race. I checked with the team. They're going to have to stop about 15 laps into this stage, but that golden thing they need is a caution. So, Steve, do you like this gamble, strategy-wise, by the 22 team of Joey Logano?
Here we go. Allmendinger and Logano side by side for the restart.
Will he lose? Now, that's a whole other question. I wasn't asked that. I was asked about the fuel. Well, yesterday in the Xfinity Series race with Van Gisbergen on all the times versus everybody else. The Toyota Camry placed it out full song.
Here we go. Allmendinger, Logano, side by side. Drivers that stayed out are going to see what they can do. Green flags back in the air. Allmendinger gets an awesome start, and Logano gets a bad restart. And Larson's already trying to make it 3 wide on Busch and McDowell. Here comes Larson trying to pass Kyle Busch. Should get him in the hairpin. And there goes Larson for the pass. Yeah, SVG got held up there. Not a good restart for him. Larson's just passing these cars really quick. It's not good. Oh, Byron gets into Hamlin right there. But Hamlin stays ahead. Chastain's around. Oh, John Nemechek and Eric Jones both stopped. Nemechek's got a lot of damage. See what happened here. Yeah, I got spun around by Keselowski there. Suarez cut the corner again, and yeah, just stopped a couple of drivers there. As Larson picks up another spot on Cindric, that's going to be fourth. for him. Ty Gibbs is in the garage. And caution is out.
Issues for the 54 driver. It's been bad for a while. He is not happy about it. Has to retire the 54.
Debris on the track. I saw somebody smoking. I think that might have been either Jones or John or Nemechek. Yeah, Nemechek blew a tire after having that damage from hitting Chastain. Yeah, he's got damage on his right rear. Toe link broken there. His wheel's pretty much fallen off. So, yeah, caution out already.
This is the gamble that the 22 is looking for. This is that caution because remember, he's going to be 4 or 5 laps short. If you wonder, okay, what does the yellow matter? Riding around slow between running in a higher gear, lower RPM, or even shutting the car off. You can run 2, almost 3 laps to every 1 lap of green flags. When you talk about saving gas, it's like gaining an extra 2 or 3 laps on each fuel tank when you have a yellow. Do you like it when history repeats? Well, AJ Allmendinger is hoping history repeats because he won here a year ago at the Roval, and he'd love to do.
Oh, they're looking at Suarez's car.
And Daniel Suarez at pit road, he has brake issues. Remember a jump he made off the curbing, the crew telling them, we think that is what is causing your brake issues. So right now, under the hood, trying to diagnose that, but Daniel Suarez is saying, my brakes are not where they were at the beginning of this race.
So Suarez has got brake issues. That could ruin his chances of making the playoffs too. Based on how the drivers scored stage points, this put him in a must-win position. Doesn't look like he's going to win the race now. So Suarez will be for sure out of the race now.
COPD. Breathe. It's tough to breathe. It's tough. This is as good as it gets. But try. Show me that there's still beauty and breath to be had. Because with 3 medicines, Trilogy keeps my airways open and prevents future flare-ups. Trilogy improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely. This could happen for some breathing problems. Condition or high blood. Taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of flush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing and chest pain. Problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy for COPD because breathing should be.
Welcome aboard. The greatest squares in the universe. Together to create the Wendy's Krabby Patty. Or I'm ready. It has Wendy's fresh, never fruit. The secret Krabby collab sauce.
Tell me more.
Wait for it.
All right, so your top 10, as that caution came out, is Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, Logano, Larson, Cindric, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Denny Hamlin in 10th. My pick to win, SPG, is in 12th. Wonder who's going to pull out different strategies to try to win this race. I do not want to see Larson win again. I did not pick him in fantasy this week, and every time someone picks him and I don't, it kills me. Oh, I have to see what happens. I have a feeling it's either going to come down to Larson, Bell, or SVG. Those are looking like the best cars so far. Elliott, he seems like he's gaining a lot of passes through the pack, so he may be in it as well. So, whoa. That commercial did something sus. All right, we're back from commercial break. All right, let's see how the points are going as they run so far. So based up on lap average, SVG has the best speed overall on lap average. And on lap results, AJ is in first. So we had 5 different leaders, 4 lead changes, and 4 cautions so far. Larson, I believe, has still led most of the laps.
What's the latest on the 45 as he is fighting a playoff points struggle?
Yeah, the stage 1 win, but since then it's been a really chaotic day for this 45 team, but they have fought all along and through all this chaos. They're only 3 points below the cut line right now. What Billy Scott has done the last few stops is that, number one, they changed the right rear toe link, but they've also worked on the steering to make
All right, we should be going back to the restart soon. Albeninger and Bubba Wallace will be side by side. Larson's got fresher tires behind, so it should be easy for him to gain these positions. Well, maybe we're not going this time. Everybody's still single file. So Bell has advanced on points. So that means William Byron, Larson, and Christopher Bell will advance to the next round. So we have 3 drivers have advanced now. Still 5 of them still have to try to get in on points or win the race. The gap has Elliott in by 3 points above Tyler Reddick, who's a knife trying to get back in to the round of 8. Excuse me. Yeah. Basically, the ones on the bottom now are in a must-win besides Reddick. Reddick's just got to hope that Elliott doesn't gain much positions or something happens to the ones that are still out there that have not advanced yet. I know Elliott can gain positions, though. Roval is one of his best tracks. Man, I need SVG to do well, though. That'll help me in the competition I have. So Hamlin is ahead by 20 points, Bowman by 15, Logano 14, Tyler Blaney with 14 points, and Elliott's only 3 above the cutoff line. Cindric is in a must-win. Reddick's just got to hope the others make mistakes because Reddick's had problems early. This is why the Roval's in the playoffs. They always have stuff go on. Here we go. Pace car's about to go in. We have about 50 laps to go. Long way on this road course. We got Logano on the inside. I think that's Logano. Logano on the inside. Allmendinger on the outside. Green flags in the air. Allmendinger gets another great start. All right, what's going on? TV's kind of going in and out. I see AJ's in the lead. Wallace is in second. Dinger's in third. And Cindric is trying to look in on Larson. Oh, Cindric really trying to put it in there on Larson. Cindric maybe trying to back up to try to pass, but Bell's going to try to pass him on the outside. Could not get it done. Larson stays ahead. As they avoid from spinning there. So everybody got through there without wrecking. So now we got Allmendinger, Wallace, Logano, Larson, Cindric. And then in sixth, we got... Man, Elliott needs to gain some positions. So already a few cars out of race. Okay, here we go. 6th is Bell, 7th McDowell, 8th Hamlin, 9th Busch, and 10th William Byron. All right, so your drivers that are out of race are Eric Jones, John Nemechek. I think Jones is out of race. I think it's just John Nemechek, Ty Gibbs, Chase Briscoe, and Corey LaJoie that are out. Here we go. Hamlin battling with McDowell right there. He's going to complete the pass on him, so that's another point gained for him. And Larson's gotten past Logano, by the way, so Larson's in third. 2 more cars, and he's in the lead. Reddick on the outside of 2 cars did not get a good restart there, and Reddick's falling back. He does not have the best car because he got damaged earlier. So Elliott's now 5 points ahead of Reddick on the cutoff line. Elliott's got to make the move. He's going to try to do the crossover, and there's a spin. SVG has spun around. Darn it. Buescher has spun around as well. So that's some points gained for Elliott and the others. But that's going to hurt me in fantasy with SVG getting spun around. And he got caught up by stupid Carson Hocevar. Learn how to drive, please. Gosh. Well, SVG is going to have to play a different strategy if he's going to win this race. That just sucks. And Larson has gotten past Bubba Wallace, so he's got to chase down Allmendinger now. But he's still 2 seconds ahead of Larson. Larson's going to have to work a lot if he's going to get that gap to go down.
Series race yesterday. He said he's still alive in the extended playoffs, but he wants to have a cup with it.
Right, so your top 5 is Allmendinger, Larson, Wallace, Bell, and Logano. Man, Larson better not win this race. Doesn't make sense. He's not supposed to be good at the Roval. Kyle Busch is in the top 10. Elliott's in 20th, so he is gaining points, but Reddick is following Elliott. Yeah, Reddick's basically got to gain more spots if he's going to pass Elliott on the cutoff line. But Elliott is also gaining positions. It's going to be interesting to see how strategy plays out in this final stage. Who pits before who, and who stays out to hope for a caution to come out.
We don't worry about getting through. They're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine? Horizon Frontline Delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's. The truth is, Parkinson's disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them. If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers. We can help you understand the disease and give you tips for living a better
All right.
life. To learn more, please go to parkinson.org or call 1-800.
So Larson has now cut that gap down to a second on Allmendinger. So he's closing. Larson's got fresher tires than he does.
Fine in the end.
There's nothing like a brand like Roval. It can make or break you. And for these two teams, it's the team that make a name for themselves. Well, we're about to find out. The big blues got a chip on their shoulder. They're here to defy the devils.
All right. Yeah, so this is the longest Hamlin's been in the top 10 all day. And they're back from commercial break for NASCARs. They got 10 or 45 laps to go.
Concord, North Carolina, and Charlotte Motor Speedway. Welcome back to NBC Sports coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. This is the Bank of America Roval 400. Lee Dickey, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte with you. The Bank of America man capturing the passion. That's what it's all about, and especially when there's so much on the line.
Yeah, so now the points, Elliott is 6 points above Reddick on the cutoff line. So your top 10 still right now is Allmendinger, Larson, Bell, Wallace, Logano, Cindric, Byron, Hamlin, McDowell, and Kyle Busch. And Larson has closed the gap on Allmendinger. I'm telling you, Larson's car is on steroids. How is he this good? It makes zero sense. And Larson closed on Allmendinger. Allmendinger's just not going to hold off Larson on fresher tires. Larson trying to set up for the pass here in the hairpin. Is Allmendinger going to play defense? How well can he play defense here? And Larson just going to slide it in, and Larson's going to take the lead. Where is SVG running? He's in 22nd. That's just disappointing. But there's still a long race to go. I'm just going to sit here. We're going to pray that Larson crashes out. Or a caution comes out. Okay. Oh, it looks like somebody locked up. Well, nothing really happened there, I guess. They got through there fine. But it's just so annoying.
I was drowning in debt. I had over $36,000 in debt.
If I would have just made the minimum payments, it would have taken me 59 years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced my debt by over $27,000.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt. Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started. The Bush Guy.
All right. So Larson is your leader. Allmendinger second. Bell's third. Logano's fourth. Cedric's fifth. Byron sixth. Hamlin seventh. McDowell is eighth. Ninth is Bubba Wallace. 10th is Carson Hocevar. Which, screw you, Carson Hocevar, for taking out SVG earlier. Not happy about that. And we got Truex, Keselowski, Stenhouse, Busch, Blaney, Gilliland, Elliott, Reddick, SVG in 19th, and 20th, Alex Bowman. Whew. Still a long race to go. It is a roll.
Goes down. Lives are at stake.
Our cops have to work.
For the mission walk.
That's why they partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. I'm here. Reliability.
Extreme or routine?
Network choice. Your mission is our purpose.
Okay. We got 50 laps. No, 40, I think. Yeah, we got 40 laps to go. Right now, your top 10 is still Larson, Allmendinger, Bell, Cindric, and Logano. I just feel defeated right now. We still got a long race left. We still got pit stops. You never know. It looks like SVG and Elliott are gaining their way back through the field. So maybe the end will be interesting. As we got Bell trying to pass Allmendinger for second. Bell, I think, has like the second best car compared to what Larson has. And Todd Gilliland has went around, but gets it back going. Almost went into Josh Berry there. Let's see. SVG went for the dive bomb, finally being aggressive. But I think he got a penalty because I see him dropping back. Of course. Unless it's just a scoring updating.
Yeah, Michael McDowell, they are on a two-stop strategy. Last round pit road, 33, lap 33 right now. Michael just saying the brakes sticking just a little bit more for Goodyear tires. Sunoco feel they'll have to wait a little bit longer since they haven't pitted in a long time.
Really we figured they could go about 35 to 39 laps. So some guys like McDowell, short on fuel, have to pit right here.
Right, is Bell? Is he gonna look on the inside? It seems like, Allmendinger defends better for second place than he does first place. Just, my gosh. Honestly, I'll go nuts if something happens to the leader. Please. Allmendinger's pitting, so he's pitting before all of them do. But he has older tires than what Larson and Bell have. But here's the thing. Can he close up and make time on the leaders? I hope so. Yeah, we got Allmendinger, Cendric, and Logano pitting. Logano's away. Allmendinger's away. Cendric's having a slow stop, it looks like. All right, so when will Larson into leaders pit? No, he's not going to pit. Maybe will Bell pit? No, Bell doesn't pit.
It's a nice feeling out in front with no immediate pressure.
Oh, man. And Wallace is pitting. And Reddick is also pitting. Yeah, my TV's kind of going in and out because of that wind here. So let's see how Reddick does on pit road. They had to wait on fuel, so that's going to be a slower stop for Reddick.
Byron is in. Here comes Hocevar as well. Kim standing by.
Now William Byron, hometown, he calls Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right, Byron's pitting now.
He needs a more front grip, especially in traffic. Will turn. So four first Goodyear tires in the air.
Biggest question is, when will Larson and Bell pit? If Bell can leapfrog Larson if he pits a couple laps before he does. So Elliott and Bowman are away fine. All right, so your top 10 SA run as pit stops go through. Larson, Bell, Hamlin, Truex Jr., Kozlowski, Blaney, Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon, SVG, and then you got Zane Smith in 10th. With 35 laps to go. A long way to go still yet. But it feels like an eternity whenever Larson's in the lead. Pain as a Chase Elliott fan, but at least we're above the cutoff line. Could be worse. Could be worse. Martin Truex Jr. is pitting, and so is Stenhouse. So is Todd Gilliland. The jack dropped on Truex. So it's going to be a slow stop for him.
Bristol, which you rarely see. We've had some pit stop issues on the 19. 4 races to go. Not to today. 4 to go for Martin Truex Jr. as a full. Special to see Martin go to victory.
So Truex blends back on the track. Now let's see what Larson does.
Larson continues to lead. I figured at some point they're going to have to come to pit road because they're.
Nope, he ain't pitting yet. Larson's just got the best car right now. The illegal number 5. Hamlin's pitting now. See how Hamlin does on this pit stop? At least the ones that aren't pitting as early don't have to wait as long on fuel, maybe. Hamlin is away. And Elliott's got in front of Hamlin. And Larson's finally pitting. Please get caught for speeding. Please have a bad pit stop, or please get caught exiting. Please. Come on. Please have a bad stop. Please have a bad stop. Mess up. Come on. Drop the jack, please. Larson is away. He had a good stop. Watch Bell have a bad stop. Well, he had to wait on fuel, but still. Y'all just got to do better when you're facing Larson, please. Looks like SVG is trying to play the long strategy to hope he gets a caution, but it doesn't look likely that he will get a caution. So Kozlowski is still in the lead. He's still got a pit. Well, Larson will be the leader once Kozlowski pits. 33 laps to go. Put me to sleep right now. This is not as bad as Bristol, but This is actually this race has not met the expectations at all.
So much more than just a landowner. A groundskeeper.
Kozlowski's in for his stop, so that's going to give Larson the lead.
For your equipment. For powerful Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
Ooh. So we got almost 30 laps to go. I'd really like a caution right now.
Every time I get stressed about having to pay my bills, I just hop on the bike, man. You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Huh? Dak Prescott just got intercepted by Brian Branch. I mean, I need the Cowboys to beat the Lions, but still, a lot of people say Dak is awesome. No, he's trash. So as they cycle at the moment, we got Larson, Austin Dillon, SVG, Christopher Bell, AJ Allmendinger, William Byron, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, your top 10. SVG's got a pit, and so does Austin Dillon. This race has been fantastic. And I say that with sarcasm. All right.
Another terrific shot of Charlotte Motor Speedway and the Roval. That is super busy, and our area coverage today has been brought to you by our friends at Travel Whiskey.
We need a caution. I'm serious.
You may have noticed throughout today's race, and we've to go by the way, and it's breast cancer awareness month, the dance to each of the our next gen window net partner, which is
Yep. Larson's in the lead by 6 seconds now. Literally nobody around him. He's in his own class of his own at the moment. It's aggravating how good his car is. So Logano is 5 points above the cutoff line on Tyler Reddick. Logano's just got to make sure he doesn't lose positions. And he advances. Hamlin's +9, Elliott's +11. They just got to hope they don't have anything happen to them. Reddick's just got to gain positions if he's going to keep himself in this championship hunt, as he's trying to look for a pass on Stenhouse right here. But Stenhouse has to drive off the corner. All right, so I think SVG's about to get passed by Allmendinger there. He's on older tires. He's just trying to gamble for a caution, but it's not going to happen. There's 29 laps to go. Oh, Austin Dillon off the pace. Oh, there's a wheel on the track. You got to throw a caution track. Yes! Finally! Thank you for being terrible, Austin Dillon. Thank you very much for bringing out that caution. Yes. Yes. That means we're getting a restart. Yes. Okay. That high-pitched voice was unnecessary. But I'm so happy. They're going to challenge Larson on this restart, hopefully. Honestly, I hope Christopher Bell or somebody behind pile drives Larson and turns him around. That would make my day.
If there was any sort of clue, hang on the left front. Oh, gone.
So Austin Dillon losing a wheel brings out the caution. I wonder who's all going to pit. But honestly, this is going to help SVG. I mean, instead of pitting during the green flag, he gets pit under caution. He's going to have fresher tires to be with the field. All right, so maybe this is not over. It really feeling like it was for like 10 or 12 laps. See how playoff drivers are running. So we got Larson first, Bell second, Byron third, Byron's fifth, Cindric sixth, Logano seventh, 10th Chase Elliott, 13th Ryan Blaney, 15th Denny Hamlin, 16th Alex Bowman, 18th Tyler Reddick, 30th Daniel Suarez, 37th Chase Briscoe. Suarez and Briscoe's playoff hopes are basically over. Reddick's still in it, though. Cindric still has a chance that he might try to win the race. So anything can happen, so I was glad that caution's out. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to pee for Chevy, excluding Larson. Let's go.
The thing about favorites is they're only your favorite until a new favorite tells your old favorite to beat it.
Introducing the all-new Sonic Smasher. So good, it's about to be your next new favorite.
You know, I'm not a big fan of change, but I'm willing to try it. I gotta talk to them. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free. Eat Sonic. Live free. That was just got video of the last race is the victim. All right. A friend of mine for that switch. Even if the consequence of that silence is to let a killer walk free. Armed robbery. Sexual assault. Sergeant. Find and conquer. If you want to see action, you are about to get it. Because with this late race caution, Tyler Reddick and the 23-11-45 team, it is all on the line for the man and the Monster Energy machine. Marty, this is going to be gripping because this is fighting to stay alive in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.
Yeah, what a bold call by Billy Scott here. They were towards the back of the playoff drivers, but he steps in and puts on 4 fresh Goodyear tires for Tyler Reddick, who said he had been locking up the left front just a bit. He thinks that's more because of the damp earlier on, Dave, so we'll see if these 4 fresh tires help out Reddick and can get it through the field. So Marty getting up their top 3 running position. AJ Allmendinger was called to pit road. AJ said to the team, we are not going to win the race. We're not going to beat the 5 and the 20 and maybe even the 13 like this, or the 5 and the 20. So let's come to pit road. 4 fresh tires. A lot of traffic in front of them now, Lee.
His teammate at calling, Shane Van Gisbergen had to pit as well because he was the last one left out there. So both those calling Chevrolets came in on the same lap. So the wheel has been grabbed from Austin Dillon's car by the A9 safety team. Everybody's made their decision on whether they're going to come to the pits or not. They're regrouping to come with 26 laps to go when they come to the line this time. And Jeff, to quote you in the ad break.
All right, I am back. So it looks like nobody pitted. And the pace car lights are off, so we're about to get restarted. All right. So SVG, that helped SVG there. That stayed out, and he got the pit and had fresher tires than everybody else. Here we go. Larson and Bell, side by side. Both drivers already advanced. They got nothing to lose. And all to gain trying to win this race. I don't need Byron to do well either. All right. Here we go. Watch Cindric try to be aggressive on this restart in a must-win situation. Here we go. Larson and Bell, side by side. Green flags back in the air. And he gets a great restart, of course. Bell making contact with Byron right there. And Larson's just super far ahead. This car is just dominant. It's disgusting. You got SVG trying to make moves back there. Picks up a spot, it looks like. Nope, Lee Diffie, nobody has anything for the 5 of Kyle Larson. They're just letting them win this race again. So Larson's still in the lead. Bell's second, Byron's third, Cindric's fourth, Logano's fifth with 25 laps to go. Still a long race to go, still. But we're getting closer to the end. Reddick is also trying to pass cars too. Oh, SVG with a dive bomb on Alex Bowman. He's trying to make it 3 wide. He's trying to work his way back for the field. I just wonder if he has enough time, though, and have enough tire to get through him. Hemrick, that's your teammate. Please be kind. All right. Smart thing, SVG gets out of that situation. Hocevar and Bubba Wallace side by side. Completes the pass on him. Oh, Chase Elliott's also in the top 10. I wonder if he has anything. We're really going back to commercial again. My gosh. NBC, nothing but commercials. Here go Elliott trying to go for the pass on Logano right here. On the inside. But Logano's got the gas out of the corner.
A first of its kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean, removing up to 100% of deposits.
Still not happy about this race.
Restore and protect. Another first.
SVG's in 17th, though. He's making a rally.
It's the Turbo Shooter 5000. Einstein AI. Everyone's nice.
Elliott's still behind Logano, trying to find a way to pass him. Should try to pass him in this corner right here. Okay, he's getting the run. Please find a way to get past Banana Man. Go, Elliott setting up for the pass. Logano blocks the inside. Elliott should get the crossover right here. But it just seems like Logano's got better exiting speed than Elliott does. And just pulls away. This race is frustrating. Ooh, Kozlowski and that's Kozlowski and Denny Hamlin really getting into it. Hamlin's got to be careful because he's not guaranteed being in the next round yet. He's got to stay out of trouble. Where's SVG at right now? He's behind Kyle Busch, so he should be in 16th. So he's gaining ground. He's getting back to the front, but he's only got a little more than 20 laps to go. Is that enough time? Okay, we're back from commercial break now. Oh, Elliott now going for the move on Logano. Will it work now? He's side by side with him now. And Elliott's going to pick up a position on Logano. That was a great pass by Chase Elliott there. Next, he's got to pass Austin Cindric. So right now, Logano's 7 points above the cutoff line, and Reddick is 7 points out. Cindric's in a must-win. Suarez and Briscoe are out of the championship contention. Ooh, excuse me. Got 20 laps to go. Race is not over. And Reddick is now trying to pass Alex Bowman. He's going for it. And Reddick makes the pass. That's another point gained for him. Remember, Reddick, that car is not 100%. He got damage from earlier, but can he run down a few more cars to pass him to get him back into the round of 8? Like I said. Oh, someone had a lockup. Oh, here comes SVG on McDowell. And he completes the pass. SVG's on the move. Yeah, Reddick's now closing in on Hemrick. He's going to go for it on the bottom. Oh, he slides. He hits Hemrick. Hemrick spins. See, Reddick. Yeah, Reddick was spinning right there, but he saved himself from going around by going into Hemrick right there. Oh, man. Now, okay. I'll be happy if Logano is eliminated. That'd make me feel a little better. Yeah, now Reddick's about to close in on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 19 laps to go. SVG's already up to 13th on those fresh tires. With 19 laps to go. Because Reddick going to try to go on Stenhouse right here. Last week's winner. And he completes the pass. Reddick's gaining a lot of positions here. It's more difficult for Logano to gain positions, though, because most of the cars ahead of him are really good cars. But Stenhouse is fighting back. But Reddick still stays side by side with Stenhouse. Slides. Contact. He's still trying to stay side by side with Stenhouse. Here goes Reddick being aggressive. Bowman locking up. And Reddick completes the pass on Stenhouse. Great defending by Stenhouse. But Reddick completes the pass and only 4 points below the cutoff line now. He only needs to gain 4 more positions to pass Logano into points. Wait, I wonder who the tiebreaker goes to, though. Because it depends on whoever has the best finish this round. He's about to close in on McDowell right here. We got 18 laps, still a long race to go. The SVG's 13th. Now he's 12th. He passed Keselowski. Race is not over, and Larson's actually... Bell has closed it down from like 2 seconds to a second and a half. And Larson kind of locked up there. Hey, race is not over till it's over. But I hope I'm not getting my hopes worked up and then Larson wins. I mean, that's how the typical race goes for me. Okay, Reddick trying to close in on Michael McDowell. He needs this position. Is he going to try to go for it on this corner? Oh, yeah, he is. On the inside of McDowell. And Reddick's going to be side by side with McDowell. And Reddick's going to complete the pass. He only has to gain 3 more positions now to tie Logano. And Logano's got to gain a position. Oh, Reddick kind of locked up there. But still kept it going in the corner, and Keselowski's around. Keselowski spins and gets it going. SVG's 11th. Yeah, SVG's making a rally, and we still got like 15 laps to go. Can he get there in 15 laps? I don't know. This kind of reminds me of the Chicago street race where SVG won on his debut. Was in the back, but made his way up through the field and closed in on the leader in the final laps. Can he do the same thing here? But he's going to have to. Time is running out. But Reddick, now he's trying to close in on Kyle Busch. Logano's only 2 points above Reddick now. Okay, here comes Reddick. Is he going to make the move on Kyle Busch now? No, he's too far back to pass Kyle Busch right there. But he gets a better exit. He's going to be on Kyle Busch's bumper. It's closing in. What is he going to do here? Nah, Reddick's too far back. So Busch stays ahead at the moment. But don't forget, a caution could possibly happen. We had them happen here before. Busch almost got into the wall. Man, Reddick really closing in. I feel like on the momentum he's on and how these cars are struggling, he's going to knock Logano out. And Allmendinger has caught up to Logano. So this is not looking good for Logano. Yeah, Larson and Bell is pretty much checked out from the field. Bell is 2 seconds behind Larson, and Byron's 7 seconds behind Larson. Yeah, as Reddick just gotten past Kyle Busch, Logano's only 1 point above the cutoff line now. Oh, hey, me in the competition, the NASCAR chat competition, maybe going bad right now, but this bubble battle is heating up. It's already heated up. Reddick just needs, so Logano does hold a tiebreaker. Okay. So Reddick needs to pass 2 more cars. Logano lose another position. Here goes Allmendinger on Logano. He's side by side. But Logano hangs on with that acceleration on the outside. Yeah, Reddick is closing in on Hamlin, though. And this bubble battle is really getting exciting. Bell has closed in a couple of tenths on Larson, though. But that gap is pretty much leveled out. I wonder where SVG's running. Hey, SVG's 8th. Let's go. Him and Allmendinger are on to March. Here we go. Allmendinger on the inside. He's trying to squeeze Logano. They stay side by side. Logano fighting for his playoff life. And he's going to get passed by AJ Allmendinger right here. What can Logano do? And he has gotten past. Fresh tires are no match for Logano, so that means the points are tied. Logano has the tiebreaker. So Reddick, he has to pass Hamlin, or SVG has to pass Logano for Reddick to be in the playoffs. Or the next round, I should say. He's got 11 laps to go. Larson still leads. Yeah, Larson's led most laps, so we got 10 laps to go. All right. I wonder if Hamlin is just going to give the position to Reddick. Because, I mean, Hamlin is the boss of Tyler Reddick. Is he going to try to help him out of this situation? Or no?
From dirt tracks to super speedways and every track in between. Never backing down. Pushing boundaries. Giving it everything we got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run.
Okay, we got 9 laps to go now.
The official tire of NASCAR.
Reddick closing in on Hamlin. If he passes Hamlin here, he gets into the round of 8. It all comes down to this for Tyler Reddick. What can he do to pass Hamlin? He's going to try to set up for the pass here. Truex is side by side with Hocevar ahead. Slows down Hamlin. Oh, and Reddick is going to pass Truex, with Truex not having a good corner there. And here comes Reddick on the inside. He's going to go for it on Hamlin and completes the pass on Denny Hamlin. So not just 1 point gain, but 2 points gained. And Reddick is now ahead of Logano in the points crucially. Man, what adversity that Reddick has went through throughout the race today. Had to fix the toe link. That takes a while to fix in the pits. He got it fixed under caution. And he's fought his way back in this race. And now he's ahead of Logano. I think 1 or 2 points to the good. So now we got 8 laps to go. Here we go. Yeah, Reddick also pitted for fresh tires last caution, so that helped him. But look at it. Allmendinger, Van Gisbergen, and Reddick are on the move. I just wonder if Allmendinger can get close to the leaders. I mean, he may get to Byron, but I don't think he'll get to Larson or Bell because they're too far out. But if a restart happens, oh, that'll change everything. But if Hamlin has an issue, he's only 7 points to the good, and so is Bowman only 8 points to the good. So you never know if you're Logano. You want to keep getting as much positions as possible. Reddick trying to go for the move on Hocevar. Sets him up on the bottom. Can he get that drive off? Side by side with Hocevar, and he gets the pass. He's in 11th now. So let's look at your top 10. So your top 10 is Larson, Bell, Byron, Cindric, Elliott, Allmendinger, Logano, SVG, Bubba Wallace, and Ryan Blaney. Your top 10. And SVG is about to try to pass Logano here. This could lose Logano a point. Logano trying to go defensive. But SVG is going to have the crossover. Puts the bumper to Logano. SVG and Logano are side by side. Logano, nothing he can do. SVG's got the fresher tires. And SVG passes Logano for 7th. But Logano trying to fight back. Yeah, Logano couldn't really do anything there. SVG has the better tires. SVG's in 7th. 6 laps to go now.
All 3 Team Penske drivers were in. All drivers from Joe Gibbs Racing in. Well, Martin Truex, he didn't make it. Didn't make it through. So the JGR side has been dwindled down a little bit. All 4 Hendrick cars are going through to the round of 8. But 3 Team Penske Fords at this stage, with 6 to go, becomes just 1.
All right. Well, it'll make me feel better that Logano will be eliminated, hopefully. So playoff drivers as they run with 6 laps to go. We got Larson, Bell, Byron, Cindric, Elliott, your top 5. We got Logano in 8th, Blaney 10th, Reddick 11th, who's battled back from accidents. 13th, Denny Hamlin. 18th, Alex Bowman. 31st, Daniel Suarez. And 37th, Chase Briscoe, who is out of the race. 5 laps to go now. Yeah, Larson is pretty much checked out. Only a caution could change things. Yeah, this is Larson's race. I would like a caution to come out, though.
On points, but we lose the road courses, we lose the speedways, we go to very traditional NASCAR tracks, Miami and Martinsville, and it is going to only increase the pressure on these drivers. Look, and I think the next 3 races play out very well for this driver right here. Denny Hamlin. He can get through this rail.
Yeah, so only a caution can change everything here. Reddick's only 4 points above the cutoff line. Logano is 4 points out. Larson's only got 4 laps.
Here today. This is why everyone talks about Kyle Larson in the track last week.
All right, 4 laps to go. Larson's ahead by Bell 2 seconds, but anything can happen here. Oh, man, as much I'd really like a caution to happen. Oh, Busch has closed the gap on Hamlin, though.
Russell and Jimmy have stats, guys. Once he had 7 DNFs, 7 DNFs this year, it's something crazy like that. So for him, for the 12 to be going in to the round of 8 and still has a chance to defend after 7 DNFs, that's extraordinary. Maybe the best is yet to come for Blaney. Danny Hamlin, the question is, how close does the 8 get before you just let it go? You have positions behind.
Yeah, 3 to go now. Yeah, I doubt if a caution's going to happen.
This isn't what they're talking about. All right, so yeah, what he doesn't want to do, as you can see all the cars behind him, he knows how to push a little bit quicker, but he's afraid to spot up and then more giddy. But without a caution and without a mistake, Denny Hamlin's in good shape right here. Unfortunately, I don't know if Kyle Busch cares about waiting for the last lap. He can go get the 11th. Kyle Busch and it knows to go forward. And he's like, not now.
Two laps to go for Larson.
Roval here in Charlotte has a young history. This is just the 7th time we've raced here. But over those 7 visits, it's given us some great stories. And it's building, and the amendments, the adjustments that were made to the track worked. And they did promote passing. Turn 7 has been the key point, the hot spot. But there's been passes made in and around the chicane. It's provided some good variability. And it's given us a pretty interesting playground for this.
Yep, 2 laps to go for Larson. Bell is only 2 seconds behind.
The round of 8.
Larson's only got a lap and a half to go. Put it on a clinic today.
1,500 laps this year. 1,552 to be precise. That is 634 more laps than the next closest competitor. And that was before the drop.
Goes out of the final chicane. 1 lap to go for Kyle Larson. So a caution cannot happen now or the race will be over.
2.25 miles before he's got another career victory. Chris Roval isn't close, but he's close enough that the time has to be very careful in this 99.
Yeah, Larson still has to pass towards the lap car, but Bell, as long as Larson doesn't make a mistake, he'll be fine. I think he's just cruising. Make sure he doesn't crash.
And for Daniel Suarez, his playoff run ends here in just a lap time. The 99, the sole rep for Trackhouse as he waits Larson by on the inside.
He's going to let Larson by. But that gained Bell quite a bit of time.
An interesting run, but it's over for. It's far from over for Kyle Larson. The last time, the only time he's won here at the Roval, interestingly enough, was the year that he became a NASCAR Cup Series champion. Is that an omen? Kyle Larson and the Hendrick cars don't.
Yeah, Larson's going out of chicane. Yeah, Larson's going to be the winner.
Everybody here at the track has been raving about the weather this week. It has been just beautiful. And on a sunny fall afternoon,
And here we go.
has just been dominant. He made a 4%
Out of the final chicane, Larson goes through the turns, and Larson's going to win at the Roval. Bell second, Byron third, Cindric fourth, Elliott fifth, sixth Allmendinger, seventh SVG. He got a top 10 at least, but he needed to get me points, and he didn't get me points. He only got me pole yesterday. Eighth, let's go. I'm having that Logano pack. He is out. It's Jover. Ninth, Bubba Wallace in 10th. Ryan Blaney. So Reddick advances and Logano is out.
Denny Hamlin is through. His crazy playoff story continues. Unfortunately, the 2-time series champion does not have an opportunity to be a 3-time champ this year. Paul Wolf, Joey Logano, their playoff
So
right now.
Larson wins. Man, his domination's getting old.
They did everything they could. This team, Joey Logano, they're champions, and that is why Ricky Knight make the next round. these 8 guys are going to transfer.
All right.
They're all feeling good about themselves. They're all gonna
So that top 8 drivers of transfer, you got Larson, Bell, Byron, Elliott, Hamlin, Reddick, and Ryan Blaney. I feel like NASCAR purposely rigged his car so he'd win at Charlotte. Well, see y'all next week for the first race at around 8 at Las Vegas. This race was kind of mid, but it could have been worse. At least Logano's eliminated. That's all I care about. See you guys later.